Yeah.
Okay. Every day I know I'll be deleting the old ones and I'll copy. Okay. So after the class, or after our class, just wait for 2 hours and just take it out. Okay. So that I'll just process my video and I'll give you fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or you can take the video on the following evening also. Anyways, after the class I'll be uploading my video. Fine. Oh,
Is that my mic? Okay.
this echo is killing again. Fine, not a problem. So today we'll see something new. Do you guys have any doubt in lists? So what exactly is this and how what is different? Okay, fine, fine. So okay, fine, not a problem. Sure, we can do that. So fine. So we have seen something called, we have created some lists yesterday, which is nothing but grocery, where we have added something, and we have seen something called sorting and all, right? So today we'll see some more lists. Anyways, we have also seen something called calendar list. So calendar list again is something where you can create all your events and all. Fine. So which is as same as your Google calendars, or something, whatever you have, some, right? So it will cover everything there, or something like, I hope you have some, you also would have seen your Outlook calendar. So again, it's the same thing anyways, right? So here, today we'll be seeing something new, which is nothing but a view. So we have created a list is something which shows something like, the list of some items, or list, or a table where you can see some data. This data can be an employee data, or a when you take grocery, I have taken so many items, which is household, or office hold, or some items. We have seen something called shopkeeper contacts, where he can maintain the contacts of some dealers. We have seen something called calendar list, where he can save the dates, like the appointment dates. So you can do all these things. Now let us see. So these are nothing but different kinds of lists we have in SharePoint. Fine. Now let us go back to our shop page, which was a blank page, which we have created, and we have created something called lists. So now let us go back to something called grocery again. So here we have created something called grocery, where we had these three. Now let me just add some more items in here, or let's create a new list again, or else to be more clear. Oops.
Sorry, I think that's mine.
Yeah, you can just mute it up. Fine. Okay, so here we just create a new list again. Let me create a new list here, and again we'll take it will load you all the contents in this. Okay, so here again we'll go to some list, and let us take something called custom list, and here let us take it as uh, let me take it as some fruits. So now this will be let me take it as some fruits. Here I'm creating a small list, where so here what I want to do is, here I'll be adding some, we'll be seeing some use case here, which is nothing but, let us say we have a shop in which, this is a shop page. If you remember this, this is a shop page. Again, we are doing something in shop and all. So under the shop page, we have something called grocery, shopkeeper contacts, and calendar list, and we just made one more list, which is nothing but fruits. Okay. So here what we'll do is, we'll just add some columns. Let us add, yes, okay. So can I just call you guys again?
Okay.
Fine. Oops. Now, can you guys hear me now? Hello? You can unmute your this one, which is TeamViewer one. I think this is better actually. Instead of going to Skype, let's do everything in TeamViewer itself. Who's the third person? Can you see my screen? Hello? Hello? Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Shruti, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, you're very faint. The first time you were clear, and the last time you called, it was clear.
Okay, okay. So is it fine now?
No, I can't hear nothing right now.
Okay, can you let's do one thing. Let's get out of Skype. Can you can see my screen, right? Right?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Yeah.
In team we just go to this voice over IP and just unmute this. This symbol will be there. Just click on unmute. So that you know.
Okay. Let me come out of Skype first. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Let me disconnect this call. Okay. You can just go there and if something happens. So just respond me. Can you hear me now? So here actually it will be in this way. Just go there. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Trupti, are you there? Okay. If you don't have to unmute. Can you hear me at least? I think you can hear me through TeamViewer. Can you hear me? You can just ping me. Give me a second. Mohammed, are you in? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Trupti, I don't know what happened. Let me call Trupti from. I don't know why I'm not getting any calls. Okay. Hello? Trupti, can you hear
Yeah.
me? Uh,
I think she's restarting or something.
sorry?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, she's calling me. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hi Trupti. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is it clear
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know your password for TeamViewer. Can you send to me again, please?
I'm sorry?
I need your password for TeamViewer.
Okay, okay, you're not able to see that. Okay, anyways, let me generate one more. Okay. Okay. Disconnect back once again. Fine.
Just trying that.
Sure. Okay, I hope now we can see my screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay,
can
fine.
see and hear you properly now.
Fine. No issues. You guys just can just mute your mic so that if you have any doubts you can unmute them. Okay, so that
Okay.
you can get out of mic. Right. Okay. So now let's assume it's like we just added a new a list which is nothing but fruits. So now in this, let us add some custom columns here. So for that, we'll be going to list again, create some column. Okay. So here, let us give some names here. Let me take the first column name is some fruit name. Okay, Fruit. Is it correct? Sorry, fruit name, right? And let it be a single line of text, and let me take this as same as description, and let us give, now we need this something called fruit name, right? And let us click on OK. Okay, so we got something called fruit name here. Now let us add something, one more column, which is, let me make it as price. So this time take it as currency here. So under this currency, can you see here, I can restrict this price of currency, price column here. So these are different things here, which is single text or multiple lines or choice or number. We'll be seeing some of these again. And currency is nothing but this will automatically will take you to some type of currency, right? And you have something called checkbox. We'll be seeing what is this checkbox, and right. And personal group will be seeing all these things. And this is one more important thing, additional column settings. Here the first thing is description. Anyways, you can just give description here. And next thing is it is asking for something like require that this column information. We have discussed this yesterday, which means if you make it yes, it means that we are making this field mandatory, right? And again, the next field is enforce unique values, which means all the columns values, if you want the same price or same name, or if you want same thing unique, so then you have to do this. But the price of different fruit will be different, right? So we won't be using that. And here you have something called minimum and maximum allowed. So you can just mention what is minimum. Let me take as 0 can be minimum, and it can go till some $30, right? And number of decimals, let me take it as automatic, or at least you can go there and you can just say I want till 2 decimals, I want till cent, right? And let me give the currency format as dollar, and let me click on OK. Now you can see the column called price, right? Now let us add one more column, which is let me take it as type season. Okay, like which is nothing but this is my season. It depends on my season, or you can just say seasons. Okay, and season, which is nothing but some fruits can be in some seasons, and some fruits are available throughout, and this can happen, right? So that is what this column is, right? And this column will make it as true false. Will just whether certain fruit is available only in some particular season, or some fruits are available in any season, in that way, either yes or no. Okay, we'll just take this season description as season type. Okay, and let us take the default value as no, which means we don't want any by default. Let us take the season type as no, right? And let us say okay. So we have added one more column, which is season, right? Now here let us so now here our this is ready now. So here let us take one more thing, let us add some more column, which is usage type. Usage is again nothing but let me take an example, like a fruit which is you are buying it for household, a fruit you are buying it for to take to office, you can pack it up to fruits, pack, and you can take it off. So those types, let us take it as a usage, and let me give a single line text. Okay, and let me give the description as usage type. Okay, and let us make it as required one. Okay, and let us make it as okay. So now we have some columns here. Now let us say I don't want title here. So what we have to do, you have to go to something called list settings, right, and go to list settings, click on all items, right, and yeah, go back here. We don't need attachments, we don't need title anymore. Now let us see, we want something called fruit name, we want something called what is the price, and is it based on usage and sorry, season and usage. Let us make it as a first column. Our first column is, let us take it as a usage, and now click on OK. Now you can see what is a use of where you can get certain fruit name, price and season. Now let's go and add some items here. So here I have made my title. Anyways here our title is mandatory. Now let us say if you don't want your title mandatory again, just go back to your list again, which is list, go to list settings, right, and here you can see title is required here. So if you don't want this, go to title, right, and here you can see required that this column contains some information, but let us say we don't need this, click on no and get back. Now it has been removed. Now get back to fruits. Now add item. Now you can see that our title is there, but we don't need title for sure, right? So that is what happens. Now let me give the fruit here. Let us take something called grapes first, right? Let me take a price as some $1.5, and let me the season type. Can you see here, this is season type. We have made it yes or no, right? So that's why we got something called checkbox. This is yes, this is no, right? Let us say grapes are season type, and usage, let us take it as some house usage. I'm just taking an example here, right? Save it up. Now you can see it's a house usage, grapes, and the price is something, and season yes. Let us go and add something else, which is fruit name. Let me take it as apple, like price, let me take it as something called 12 dot some 44.5, and season no, let us take it as I can get in any season. Usage is again home, and sorry, okay, this said okay. Anyways, let me take it as home first. Now let us say here I've taken house, I want to change it to home again. So again, if you want to edit something again, click on the same thing. Here we have something called edit item, go there, right? So just click on home and save it up. So that's it. It's now let's add some more items here. Now let us take it as some mango, and price is some let us take it as 2 dot, let me take it as 2 dot some 4 or 50 cents, and this is again something which is season, and usage, let me take it as office. Okay. It is, see why I'm adding these many is, we just need more items to show what is a view and how we can use a view, right? That's why I'm just adding more items just to make clear how it works, fine. And let me say I take banana, right? Yeah, any doubt here? Sure, fine, cool, okay. And let me give the price as something called 15, or let me take it as 0 dot some 70 cents, and it is not a season, and you can say home, say okay. Let me take one more item. Let me take as price, let me take price as some 7.90 cents, and season yes, and make it as office, right? Now we have some considerable amount of items in here where I have different things of what exactly is fruit name, price and season. Now here, so internally what you can do is, if you want to sort something, see this is a list again. Now let us go back to our shop, okay, where there is list called fruits, right? When you select fruit, so you can see here that I am watching at all items, right? Where I'm sorry, where if you want to sort something, let us say my fruit name is there, where it is something like jumbled, right? So let us say I want all these things to be sorted. You can go and say a on top, which is something like ascending. If you want descending, go and do something z on top, which is descending, right? In the same way, if you want price to be sorted out, smallest on the top, right, which is again ascending or descending. But here what we are doing something statically, which is very static. Like once you know do some sort, and if you close your website and open again, then again let me go back to something else, okay, and let me come back here to shop and come back to fruits. Can you see here again it got sorted again, right? Can you see here? Which means whatever state you want to see here, it is not been saved here. So I just said whatever state you want to save. So when I sort my price to smallest to the largest one, it means I have sorted my price in ascending order. So this means this is one state of my list where I can see all the fruits which are from the lowest price to the highest price, right? And this state is again nothing but a view in SharePoint, which means you can actually save your view. So this state I can save in some view. So that is a basic concept of view. Now let us move on and see what exactly we can do in view. So in order to work with views, so here again you have something called in all items. If you click on this, right, click on this, click here, can you see this? Here we have something called create view. Again here you can create view on lists, because as I have list my active list here, I can go and create something called create view. When I click on create view, so it will load you again so many views, and today's class will be touching upon few views again anyways, which are very important. Among them, one of the very important one is standard view. Let us go and see what is a standard view. Now give some attention here, guys, because views are very important in SharePoint. This is a basic thing which we'll be doing in each and every page anyways, right? So now let me say my view name. I want to give view name. Now I want a view of list based on my price. Let us say I'll give my view name as price based. Let me give the name as price based, right? Price based. So I'll leave everything as it is. Now here you can see here, whenever I say price based, which means in this list I want to see only, let us say I don't want to see what season it is, but I just want to see what is the usage, fruit name and price, right? And this is nothing but your columns. So what columns you want in this view, when I create this view, then you will understand what exactly is a view, right? So this is a view name, and what columns you need in this view. I just need usage, fruit name and price. I don't want season, right? Go down, and here this is one more very important one. Here this is nothing but sort. Here sorting is something you can, so whatever view you are creating, you can actually, whatever sorting I have done the previous one, you can save the sorting in this view. So now let us say in this sort option, I'll go to the column called price, right? Here there is a column, so whatever columns we have in list, everything will be loaded here. So let me go to the price, because I am doing something in price. Go to price, and here you can see whether you want all the ascending or descending items. Let me select something called descending, right? So I am sorting one column called price in a descending manner. Let us go down and filter. Let us as of now, let us skip this filter. What it is, I'll show you once after creating this view, right? And let us leave everything as it is and click on OK. Now can you see here, this is one view being created where my usage is there, fruit name is there and price is there. And can you see this price is in ascending order, I'm sorry, descending order. My first price, because we have made this price column descending. Now So here you can see the name became price based because my view became, again if you want to see all items, just click on here, go to all items. Now again you can see all items, which is usage, but all items again will be shown as if, so what the order you add items, it will be shown in the same manner. Now again if you want to go and see the items which are, which is based on price, go back all items, click, you can see whatever you create a view, it will be shown here. Click on price based, you can see a view which is price based. You understand now? Yeah. Now again let us say the same price based view, if you go to all items, let us say in my price based I want to see only some fruits which are seasonal. Am I right? There are so many fruits here which some are seasonal and some are not seasonal, right? Now let us say it is something called price based, right? Now let me create a new view which will show you season, right? And again I want to make sure that my price is again in some order. Let's create again, let us see how to create that. Again let us go to create view and a standard view here, right? And let us create something called season based. Let us give this view name as season based, right? And this is season based, and let us say for this season I don't want something called, let us say I don't want usage, I just need fruit name, price and season, right? And again I said in this season we want, in season based we want something which are completely season based, which means my season should be yes. Am I right? Yeah. So again I will sort something like again anyways if I'm not showing something called usage and all, but I'm showing price here, so I can use something called price folder, and let me just make it as ascending order itself. Let us leave this, and this will give you the price in ascending order. And now here we have something called filter. So in this filter we can apply that. So if you select this, it will show you all the items in view. If you select this one, here you can give some filters. Let me take some filter column. Again all your columns will be shown here. Let me take something called season is equal to, let me give it as yes, which means I am filtering my view based on my season, which is equal to yes. So which means I'll get only seasonal fruits, right? And now go back, let's leave all these things that is, and just click on OK. Can you see now? Right, my price is shown in ascending order, and here again I can see only 3 columns, my fruit name, price and season, where everything is my season based. Am I right? So now if you want to go back again, see here all the views will be saved. If you go back to price based, I can see all fruits, the price will be descending order. If you go back to season based, it will show you your season based fruits. Fine. And if you want to see everything, go to all items. So this is nothing but a view. Now you understood what is a view. View is something, if you want to save a state of your list, so that will be saved here. Anyways if you add something again, let us say I am in season based. See, these again very important. I am in this way. I mean again this list is the same instance of list which we were working, which is fruits, but my view is season based. Let me add some item. Let me add some fruit called let me take some fruit. Can you just give me one fruit? Let me take as watermelon, right? Or just say melon fruit. Fine. Let me take the price as some 15.90 cents. And now actually what we are doing, can you see the screen? These are we are working in something called season yes, right? Season yes, but let us make it season no. And let us see what happens. Let me take it as office and save it up. Can you see that record here? No, right? No, we can't, because melon is not added here. Why? Because this season based is something where my condition is season should be yes. But if you go to all items view, can you see melon here? Right? Which means if you are in certain view and if you try to add something which is not satisfying the conditions which you have mentioned there, anyways your item will be added there, but again the filtering will happen in your current view, right? So that is how it happens. Now if I add something else again here, which is uh, can you give me some fruit name, my
Banana.
we are already done with banana, it seems. uh, 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 grapes and
Cherry.
yeah, okay, cherry, something cherry, fine, cherry. And let me take the price as some $11.30, and let me take it as season, okay. And let me take it as some office use again, say. Now can you see here cherry, because the main filter was yes, right? And again we have added something. Now see here, my cherry, so see the cherry fruit got added at end. Why? Because again but the price is in ascending order, right? Now let us go and edit this cherry, edit item, okay. And let me edit this with something called 1.30 and save it up. Can you see it automatically got sorted, right? It automatically got sorted to the price based, but again as this season yes, so that's why we can see it here. So these are nothing but views, right? And these still till now what we have seen something called standard view, right? Which is a very important one. So that is the concept of view, where you can save here. And let us say you have, if you want to modify something in a same view again, let us say there is a season based here, which is this, right? If you want to say, where I can see something called fruit name, price and season. If after some time, if you want to add some more columns here, just go to season based and say something called modify this view. When you click on modify this view, it will get you all the previous settings you have done, like price based, and you have something called season is yes, right? So here let us say I want to add one more column called usage, and this should be at first column. Now let me go and say okay. Can you see this now? So it is season based, where I've just edited it in order to add something called usage, right? Now I can see these columns, fine. So this is how you edit something. Now let us see one more view, when one more type of view here. This is very important, and this view is very exciting again. Now here let me add one more column here. See here what we have done, we have already so many items in our list, right? So after having these so many items in our SharePoint, we can add even a column in our list. That is possible. Now let us see when we add a column what happens. So to this list, how can we add a column? You have to go to list tools, list, right? I can just say create column. Let me give something called date, okay. And here you have something called date time, right? I just selected some option called date time, which will show you what which will restrict this column to save some date, right? And let me give something called date of season, some date. I just want to take date now, right? And required, yes, I require this date, okay. Default value, let me take it as, you can just leave, if you just leave it will be blank anyways. And let me click on okay. Now can you see the column here, date, right? But there is nothing in here, right? It just added a column for you, but there is nothing, which means this is a fresh column you have added. And you have to make, if you want to add any date here, again you have to edit each and everything. Fine. Fine. Any doubt in there? No. Okay. Just let us add some things here. Let us go back, because I want to show you some other type of view which is very important again. Let me just add something. Or see here, you got column here, right? Date. So you can just go to, you have a symbol here again. I hope you guys have seen this symbol again. Click on this symbol, you will get the calendar symbol. And let me add today's date. Click on save, right? I got the date today, right? Let us go back to another one, edit item. Okay, let me give the previous day's date. Okay, and the same way go back here, edit item. Let me give some other day, like day before, save. Again, go back to one more here, this edit item. Let me give the same date as of today. Let's save. Right, go to office, edit item. Okay, again, let us go back and add yesterday's, say, go back to office, edit item, go back here and make you 31st, save. Okay, go back to this item, edit item. Let us give something previous 29, say. Fine. So what we have done, we have just added different dates. Okay, I don't know whether there is a significance of date in here. I can just say in this season started from this time, or you can just match up some example, right? But now, so we are in something called fruits, which is which gives all view, right? So these are all items which we have. Fine. Now let us create a view here. Now I want to create a view based on date now. Fine. Now let us see how actually our view is created. So for that, again, go back to your all items, right? Go back to something called create view. Now see guys, this will be very exciting. So here we'll be taking up a view called calendar view now, right? So let us see what happens in calendar view. Just click on calendar view. Again, the options will be same again. So let me take it as date based view, right? Date based view, and leave everything. Now you can see here it is asking something called time interval, right? Again, let me take the time interval for date, begin with date and end with the same date. Now it is asking for something here, calendar columns. Like in calendar I can have a month view, right, or a week view or a day view, right? So it is asking for to select which column you want. Let me take a column of same date here. Can you see the, where is that usage? Or I can take something called price here. Let me take it as price. I can take it as a season. You can take it as usage or any. You can take it as price again, right? So this is something where I'll show you where exactly this will be viewed, right? And here it is asking for what is the default scope you want, like whether you want a day or a week or a month to be shown first. Now here you can give filter again. Here if you want to filter, but I want to see all my items in my calendar view, let us say. And let us just here you have something called mobile, right? Which means you remember we have already seen calendar view, right, where you can add some events, you remember? So whatever mobile you configure in SharePoint, it will send you an SMS, right? So in the same way here it happens. Let us see what it does. Let us click on OK. Can you see this type of view here, right? So what happened here? So it added whatever the contents were there in your list, it added in a calendar view. On Wednesday there were two fruits, which is grapes, close, and banana. Let's go back to the list, fruits. So today is Wednesday, like in this is my date and time anyways, which is on 3rd April. There were two fruits, which is there were grapes fruit and there were banana. Let's go back to fruits and let us check out. Can you see here? Today is 3rd, right? It's grapes here. Let us just sort it out first. Sort it ascending, right? Can you see here? During 3rd there are two fruits, grapes and banana. Am I right? And during 2nd there are berries and apples. During 31st melon. 31st there are two again, and 29 cherry. So let's go back to all items and let us click on date basis again. So you can see everything here, right? Two fruits on Wednesday, Tuesday, Sunday. Go back and you can see again something on some more things on same days. You can also change the view. How to change view? Here you have something called calendar tools. Go to calendar tools. You can see day. When you click on day, it will go to that particular day. Let us click on 2. So can you see here? 2 is nothing but yesterday Tuesday, where I had two things, which is again apples and berries, right? In the same way, select 3. 3 is nothing but today. Today we have something called grapes and something called banana. Fine. So this is nothing but a calendar view. So whenever you want to see, again, this calendar view can be used mostly for your appointment events, right? Let us say you have a list where your appointments are saved, right? Like let us say you are a HR, you want to create some something for HR, and HR want to save all the events, like tomorrow there are 10 students to whom we have to take interview. Day after tomorrow there are 3. All those things HR can save in calendar view. Fine. So that is one more view which we have seen, that is not one calendar view. So these are the different types of views which we have in SharePoint. Again, we'll be seeing other views which are access view and different things when we come to something called web parts, right? So those are some views. So now we understood how to create a view, and whatever view create on one list, right, that will stay with this list only. Let us go back to shopkeeper contacts. So can you see here, can you see those views here? No, right? So those views are only saved in that particular list only, right? So that's it. So if you go to fruits, you can see all the views we have, price based view in that way, right? So do you have any doubts in this, like how to manage views and how we have seen this? So when we went to something called price base, it is again, it will save my state again. Even if you close your application and open it again, the view will be saved as it is, because this is something which is being saved in database. Fine. Even your view, what is the state of view, all these things, and whenever you go to modify this view, whatever settings you can see here, everything will be saved in a database, SQL Server database. That's why whenever you want to see, you will be getting the same data of content. So any doubts here, Mohammed and Trupti?
No, I just
Oh.
have a question.
Yeah, sure,
A quick question.
sure.
It's not about the view or the list, but the shop we created on the first day.
Mhm.
So is that the main website?
Yeah,
And then the list and the view is a subtitles under that, right?
exactly. So what we created is, we created something called shop, right? We created something called shop, right?
Right.
So this was even now it is empty. I haven't created anything here. So let us say if you want to again design this, so that will come in web parts. So that's why I've created something called blank site for you, where I can explain each and everything. So see here, how to create a website is, again, see, I'll just show you something here. We have a blank site, right? Let us go back here and let us do something called edit page, right? Can you see here, we are getting something called add web part, right? So these are nothing but web parts, so which I'll be explaining you in web part class. Let me add a small web part here. Let us take some uh, uh, okay, fine, I understood. So we have, so before adding web part, we have to add actually web part. So I don't want to confuse that, so that's why I'm not making anything here. Okay, but again, we are in something called shop. So right, we are learning each and everything in shop itself, don't worry, right? In lists, we have created, yesterday we have learned something called how to create different lists, right? This was one list, I created something, and this was my second list, right, which is exclusive to this list, right? And we have seen what are the different lists. We have seen this custom list, and we have seen something called calendar list, right? So these are the two mostly used lists. And let us go back, and today we have seen something called view, and we have seen that view in fruits, right, which is this, and you can see views in here. Fine. Now any doubt in this views and all? I hope it was everything was clear and all. Anyways, I'll be sharing this video with you. Just try it out, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
So that you can get some idea on this. Fine, Mohammed. Do you have any doubt, Mohammed? Yeah. Okay, fine. Now again, just give you one more idea in here. let us say I have so many lists, right? Let us say I want to delete certain list. How can you do that again? You remember that? So for that, what you
Click
have?
on the list and delete item or something like that.
No, not the item. Okay, not the item. I want to delete the whole list here. I don't want, let us say, shopkeeper contacts here, right? So when you go to shopkeeper or when you go to grocery, if you want to delete one item, right? If you want to delete one item, anyways, we have something called delete item. But let us say I want to delete the whole grocery. I think we have seen it yesterday. Anyways, let me just repeat it because it is very important. If you want to delete something again, can I call these as quick launch? Right? These are
Yes.
nothing but quick launch. So how to delete quick launch again? Go to site settings, right? Go to something called quick launch here, right? And so now it is in editable mode. If you just click on shopkeeper contacts, right? And if you delete, let me delete that out anyways. Click on delete and okay, right? Now can you see
Oh,
here?
yeah,
If you go,
remember. Yeah.
so that is how we delete our whole quick launch, right? That is again the same concept. It can be a page, it can be a link, doesn't matter, but we are creating something called link here, right? But this link is of type list. Fine. And anyways, if you want to delete something called record, anyways, we always have direct items, right? And if you want to add item, you can add item from here, and you can also just click on here, right? New item. It will anyways will take you to the same new item. Fine. So this is how we work with views and lists. So let me just share you this video so that just try it out once, okay? And tomorrow let me just explain you something more on lists. I'll just see whether we have some more topics on lists and views, okay? And if that is it, and we'll just move on to something called web parts, right? Which is again an important topic. Fine, Mohammed, Trupti. So let's wind up here, okay? And I'll see you tomorrow, okay, at the same
Yeah,
time.
Srinath,
Yeah,
I have a quick question.
sure,
Sorry.
sure.
Tomorrow, can you come a bit early so you can help me install?
Yeah. I am planning for that actually. I'll try to come soon, at least in half an hour soon, so that I'll come to you, right?
Okay.
So
So I can play around with the website.
definitely. I'll come to you, and we'll just see what has actually happened, right?
Okay.
Fine.
Thanks.
Fine, Mohammed. You have any doubts? You can just ask me tomorrow. Just try it out. Fine.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Then I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for
See
coming.
you tomorrow. Bye.